Hey everyone, and welcome to our explainer on Driven to Called. Seriously, if you've ever felt like you're just spinning your wheels, constantly chasing that next goal, but never feeling really, truly satisfied, then this is for you. We're about to dig into this amazing shift from a life that's all about pressure to one that's filled with purpose. Okay, so let's just get right to the heart of it with the big question. Is your life driven or is it called? It might sound like a simple question, but believe me, understanding the difference between these two words can change absolutely everything. And look, this isn't just some abstract theoretical idea. It's a real-life thing. I think so many of us know this exact feeling. You're standing at a crossroads, right? Maybe it was in university or a new job or a relationship where it feels like the choice you make right there is going to define the rest of your life. So, first up, let's really unpack this idea of the driven life. What does that even look like day to day? Well, it's a path of pressure, and honestly, it's a path so many of us find ourselves on without even realizing how we got there. A driven life, it's fueled by that constant nagging feeling that you have to prove you're good enough, that you measure up. It's a nonstop chase, isn't it? For the job title, for the bigger salary, for the likes on social media. It's a life where you're basically following a script written by what everyone else expects, by your own fear of failure, or maybe even by the dreams that other people have for you. But what if there's another way? Let's flip the coin and take a look at the called life. This is a path not of pressure, but of incredible God-given purpose. And this slide just lays it out so perfectly. The driven life is like being on a hamster wheel. It's a constant chase, always reacting to what the world needs from you. But the called life? That's more like a tree with deep roots. It's a confident alignment, totally anchored in who you are. One is obsessed with doing, the other is focused on becoming. And that brings us to the most crucial point of all. A called life isn't built on what you do. It's built on who you are. Everything, and I mean everything, flows from this solid foundation of your identity. It all starts right here, with this simple but unbelievably profound truth. Before you accomplish a single thing, before you get any recognition, God is declaring over you, "You're mine, and I love you." See, this isn't something you can earn. It's a statement of belonging that completely sets you free from that need to prove yourself. And this is where it all just clicks, right? Identity and purpose, they're two sides of the very same coin. The moment you truly discover who you are in Christ, you automatically find out what you're living for. And that is the foundation that makes it possible to walk worthy of your calling. Okay, so this sounds great, but how do we actually do it? How does it work in the messiness of real life? Well, the Bible gives us this really powerful three-part framework for living this out: seated, standing, and walking. It's a progression that just brings so much clarity. And this whole framework, it's all built on this one radical shift in our thinking. It's about stopping the chase for the world's approval and starting to align our lives with God's plan. It's about understanding your position in Christ, because once you get that, it changes your entire posture in life. First, you are seated. Ephesians tells us that you are literally seated with Christ in the heavenly realms. This is your position. It's secure, it's unchanging, it's a totally free gift, a place of rest and closeness with Him, not some reward you get for good performance. Now, from that secure, seated place, you are then able to stand, because life is going to bring challenges, right? Seasons of doubt, temptation, what the Bible calls spiritual warfare. But because your identity isn't on the line, you can stand firm, not in your own strength, but from a position of victory that's already been won for you. And it's only then, from that place of being seated and with the strength that comes from standing firm, that you're truly ready for the walk. And this is your daily life, your active commitment, living out your calling at home, at work, in your community, with a sense of confidence and real purpose. You see, when you really grab hold of this seated, standing, walking idea, it completely flips the script on what success even means. The goal is no longer to be some kind of professional Christian. It's about being something so much deeper and more authentic. This is a call to be way more than just a volunteer who checks a box. It is an invitation to become a co-worker with God, to be God-besotted lovers of Christ, people so filled up with His presence that you can't help but bring light and hope everywhere you go. So as we close out this first part, the big question isn't some overwhelming thing about your grand long-term purpose. It's actually much more immediate. Calling is simply responding to what God is doing right here, right now. So the question is, what is He inviting you to do today?